I want to make a recipe for you called Enchiladas. I made that name up because really they're lentil rissoles, and I thought that sounded a bit dull, and these are so delicious I thought they needed a posher name. So I've called them Enchiladas. And you start off for your enchiladas with 1 pound of whole lentils. Remember, you don't need to soak them. And then you cook them in water for about 40 to 50 minutes. And I've got some cooked here. Now, if you were serving them in a salad, you would cook them for less time than that. You would only cook them for about half an hour to 35 minutes so that you still had whole lentils. But because I want to make lentil rissoles or enchiladas, I've cooked them longer and they've absorbed all the water and they've gone to a nice sort of mashed potato texture. Well, that's the cooked lentils. Now I want to add some other ingredients, and in my frying pan here I've got a carrot which has been finely chopped, an onion finely chopped, and a green pepper finely chopped. And these have been just softened and cooked for about 10 minutes. And they go in along with the lentils. And then I'm just going to give that a good stir. Now remember, the same rule applies, no salt in until afterwards. So cook the lentils just in plain water. Now stir in those vegetables. Don't cook the vegetables too much either, because it's nice if they have a sort of crunchy texture to them. So there we have the basic mixture. Now I'm going to add some nice flavourings that I've got lined up here. First of all, you want a teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. This is rather a large teaspoon I've got here. I think it's a bit too large, so I'm just going to use the equivalent of a small level teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. And this will make it fairly zesty. If you don't like things like that, then you can just cut the cayenne pepper down. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of ground mace, which we spoke about on an earlier programme. I'm going to add a level teaspoon of dried mixed herbs. These are dried mixed herbs, but obviously if you're making these in the summer months, then you can use chopped fresh herbs, which would be even nicer. Now 4 tablespoons of tomato puree, and then another good mixing, and then taste it and season it exactly to how you like it. This is 1 pound of lentils, and it's amazing. It's going to make enough for 8 people. And they vary, the cost of them varies between 24p a pound and 40, depending on where you buy them. But to serve 8 people with a meal of protein that cheaply is really quite something. Now, you need to divide this into 24 portions. You take a portion, and if you're making these at home, and are not in such a hurry as I am, then it's best to let the mixture cool first, and then it'll be much, much easier to handle. But anyway, that's not doing too badly. Then, after you've formed your 24 little cakes, you then dip them first in beaten egg, and then straight into breadcrumbs. Or if you like, you can just roll them in whole wheat flour. You don't have to do the egg and breadcrumbing, it's up to you. Then you just shape that, make it into a little lentil cutlet enchilada shape. And I'm only going to do 1. You've got to do 24 of those, because it'll serve 8 people. Then all they're going to need after that is some shallow frying, and use something like ground nut oil, and give them about 2 or 3 minutes on each side till they're a nice golden brown colour.